Hi everyone, welcome to the beginner cross stitch video. First of all, a few basics. Here is your chart. This is a chart. This is not the one that you'll be getting. It's from a different one that I have. I don't have the ones from Jessica yet. Your chart is a series of blocks, and each of these symbols on the chart represents a stitch, and the symbol represents a color of floss. And your key will be on your chart. So looking here, the green, the heart is the green, and the DMC is what we used for this one, and it's number 701. So that's how you look at your chart and find out what color goes where. Now when you get your floss generally is 6-stranded embroidery floss. We're not going to use all 6 strands. Your pattern will tell you how many. I'm assuming Jessica also was doing 3 strands, but follow whatever it says on the pattern. Here it says 3 strands for the cross stitch. So since it comes in 6, you have to separate it. And rather than taking 3 out, it's much easier to separate and looks nicer with the floss if you take each strand out separately. So I'm just going to poke those so that they're separate. I'm going to pull one, hold the rest in my hand, and it will, if you kind of pull opposite ways, they just sort of come out nicely without any tangling. And then hold it up to the side and let the single strand untwist, because they'll be a little twisted. And then get your second one, do the same thing, untwist it, lay it down. And here's our third one. Oops, drop that. Okay. So now that we have that done, we have all our 3 separate strands set to the side. We're going to put them all together again. And line them up evenly, and then next will be to thread our needle. This is the way I do it. I find that it's really the easiest. For me, I take my thread, I lay it over the needle, and I pinch that between my thumb and my forefinger. Take the needle out. I put it right in the eye of the needle. Then adjust your thread so you have about 1/3 of the thread single. And the rest of it doubled up. Okay, so now where do we start? Okay, so I'm going to set the pattern aside for a moment. And you should receive a square. And in order to find the center, you're going to take your square and you're going to fold it in half. Make a little crease both ways. And that will give us a center mark. Oops. Right there. That's my approximate center right there. And I'm going to enlarge that a little bit just so that we know where that is for when we start stitching. So I'm going to set that aside. And in the meantime, I'm going to tell you how to find the center of your pattern. Many times they are marked for you already. I don't believe yours will be, so you'll have to find it. So on here, each of these darker squared grids, you can see the bolder lines. That's 10 by 10. So it's fairly easy to count. So we're going to count how many are this way in the pattern So we're going to count 10, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 24, plus these down here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 30. We have 30 going from top to bottom. So I'm going to write that in the margin here. And then we're going to count across this way. So we're going to count 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. Half of 41 is 20 and a half. So I'm going to count 20 in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, which is this line right here. And we're going to put 1 over. So we'll have 20 on each side. And for the 30, we're going to count 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So this line, we're going to mark as the center there. So our center then is right here. And I'm going to put a little circle on there just so we kind of know where the center of our pattern is. So for starting, I'm going to start with my hearts in green. I'm going to count 1 square down from the center and 1 square over. So that's fairly easy. You want to start somewhere really close to the center for your first row.